Hello, everyone, and welcome back to DSP versus the Internet, episode 88. We're in the midst of a video called Twitch Has a Serious Problem, the Extreme Option to Fix It. We're all having this conversation about Twitch, and actually a few people in chat have spoken. For example, Darziak says, with contracts with Twitch streamers now ending, many streamers have started multi-streaming. This makes me wonder how much of an effect that will have on Twitch if people move over to YouTube. Yeah, again, if the whole idea of streaming on Twitch was supposed to be exposure, this is where you can get exposure for being a streamer and get noticed. But if that's gone, which everyone is collectively agreeing, it's gone now. Like, there's no opportunity to be found on Twitch and make money anymore. What's the appeal of streaming on Twitch? Twitch takes more money than any other streaming site. They take 50% of your profits, 50% of your super chats and your subs, right? YouTube takes 30, Tik takes 5. So there's options out there that are definitely more profitable. Why on earth would you be on Twitch? It doesn't even make sense, right? Okay. There you go. Killer Interchange says, drama sells really well on Twitch. You have to be some kind of an asshole. OG streamers who are still popular never got famous for being dicks. That's true. You know? You tell me today that some of these longtime streamers would have become popular today if they just started streaming, right? We just watched a video last week about Markiplier. You tell me that today Markiplier would have become popular if he just started making videos today. Absolutely not. The whole climate's changed, right? Okay, so let's see what this guy has to say.
Then on like the community side, you have to make like serious decisions about advertisers. And you have to like decide like what the platform should be. And then on this side, you have to communicate those decisions to advertisers.
Right.
So like
right now, if you're just, well, Twitch is the place to stream. Okay, stream what? Because I have a business. I have ads. I want ad space. I want to sell my ads to you. But I need to know what people are coming to your site for. Are they coming for video games? Are they coming for political shows? Are they coming for just general news podcasts? Are they coming for cam girls and sexual content? Are they coming for gambling? Are they coming for IRL streaming? Like, what are they coming for? Because once you tell me what the forte of your business is, now I can cater where I want to advertise to the right spot. When Twitch says, we're just a jack of all trades. Okay, then fuck it. I don't want to advertise on your site. Because if I pay you to run ads, I have no clue where my ads are going to go. They could go on a stream that's completely unrelated, right? What if you're selling, I don't know. I made the life insurance comparison last time, but I don't know. All right, what if, think about this. I know this is in the political climate. This will make some sense. What if you're a conservative person who's running for office and you want to run ads because you're running for office, and they run your ads on a fucking cam girl stream, right? Do you think conservative viewers are watching the cam girl? No. So it's completely ineffective advertising. You get it? Same thing, the life insurance ads on a gamer stream. Do you think that any of the gamer audience is thinking about purchasing life insurance? No. The ads have to apply properly. And if you have a website that doesn't cater, you'll never, ever be effective. And this is what happened to YouTube in 2017. All the advertisers collectively got together and realized our ads are not effective because they're just throwing the ads at the wall and they don't pay. Or I don't want to say pay. They don't give us the effect that we're requiring for what we're paying to have them run. So YouTube had to completely redesign their ad system from the ground up, and now it's different. That's what Twitch needs to stop being, hey, just push whatever makes money, cheap money. And instead, if they want to long-term be successful, they have to figure out what their model is. Justin TV used to be a bunch of like vloggers and interactive streamers with the community. Then it became Twitch and it became gaming. Then they did away with that. Now they just everything. Well, everything doesn't work, right? Figure it out. And they're not. That's the thing. No one at that company is professional enough to figure this shit out. They just they fly by the seat of their pants and they're barely making do. They're losing 10% a month. Or excuse me, 10% every 4 months, 5 months, something like that. It's pretty crazy. So, all right, let's continue. Really? Yeet Mania says, I used to watch you on Twitch. They would run Taiwanese hotel ads. That's very effective.
this This bucket, right, is like what I care most about, where I think that you should be a CEO who leads from the front and saying that the current direction on Twitch and like the streamers that they choose to platform are not okay, and they're bringing down the entire website. If you want to understand the situation that's going on.
Okay, well, Nature Base said, to be fair, I met my wife on those ads. Well, congratulations. Good for you.
On Twitch right now, let's say that this bucket of people here is like brand risk streamers. And then like over here is like everybody else on this bucket. Like this is like the whole huge website, like crafts, like sports, like everything, right? That like the website like used to represent. And the problem, and really like this is, the way that I drew this is not too true, because really like this should look like this, and this should be like this. And the problem is that because Twitch failed to do their advertising correctly, the decisions and the content of these broadcasters is affecting all of these broadcasters. So on YouTube, this wouldn't happen. You would just have these broadcasters be demonetized, and they wouldn't ever affect this kind of content. But because there's no system for advertising to be selective on Twitch, these creators are getting pulled into this situation. And when an advertiser pulls out of here, they pull out of the entire platform because we don't have a choice. So Twitch is in a seriously difficult position right now. What I think they should do, and I understand this is going to be like a super hot take, but I think I'm pretty firm on it at this point. I think Twitch should categorically ban all political content. And outside of like sports, gaming, and crafts, and like music, they just say, that's it. There's not going to be any politics stuff. And I understand that that's like a super hot take and that a lot of people are going to disagree with it. But the situation...
Right, because how could you pull that off? So you're going to ban politics, but you're not going to ban the cam girls? So now it really pushes itself towards, we're just a sexualized site. Sex sells. So we're keeping the cam girls, right? The other thing that's weird that I keep seeing more of on social media, they keep banning the VTubers. They're banning all the VTubers without explanation. They're not even saying you violated the rules. They're just saying you're banned. But the cam girls are still allowed. It doesn't even make sense. Like, what are they doing over there? Their whole business model is busted, broken, inconsistent. I would never want to go back to streaming there unless there was a definitive reason why. Like, they changed their whole way that they run their business completely from the ground up. They rooted out the management. They have all new people in there. They've changed the way that they operate. Then I would consider going back. Okay? Really. Outside of that, why on earth would you go back to a place that's so unprofessional? Their rules are changing frequently, but they don't tell you the rules. You can have your monetization removed. You could have your channel suspended. You could be removed completely from the platform, and they don't tell you anything. There's no strikes policies. There's no fairness. There's no partner managers to work with. They just do whatever they want. That website can burn. Really. It can burn. Because that's what it fucking deserves. Especially the people in charge. They're scumbuckets. They don't care about anything but making some money, and they don't know how to operate a business. It's remarkable they're still in business. But again, somehow along the way of the last 10 years, it became ingrained in everyone's minds, Twitch is the place to stream. There's literally not a single advantage to streaming on Twitch. Do you understand? The visibility and discoverability isn't there. The enforcement of rules is incredibly unfair and inconsistent, and the money is less. Why the fuck would you stream on Twitch? There should be an exodus from that site if people were smart. I rest my case. Okay. Any more? I think that's it. That's the final video. Okay. So now we're going to swap over to our randomized videos for the week. No, we're not watching this one first. We're going to hit next, and we're going to let the YouTube random algorithm do its thing and see what we watch. So thanks to all the submissions to your members of the channel. Let's see your random videos for the week. And nuke has been dropped. The nuke has been dropped, folks. Firecracker. Oh, I didn't know they originated in China. Oh, this is all rendered. This is all CGI, huh? Yeah, it is. It's all CGI. 47 grenade. Don't throw it at that guy. Don't do that. Oh, that's terrible. Murdered that innocent worker? For what? Directional anti-personnel mine developed for the U.S. Armed Forces used from 1960s to the present day. Makes a small damaging mark. A Hellfire missile. Surface to air missile. Oh, excuse me, air to surface missile. I had it backwards. They used it like helicopters. What is that? A Black Hawk? This guy who lives here, he's like, what did I do wrong? All I did was throw a firecracker in my apartment, and now all of a sudden we have random explosions going on outside, right? A tall boy. Oh no. An earthquake bomb. Oh no. Oh no. Damn. But why is there a Van Gogh? There's a Van Gogh painting in his apartment. Yeah, that's a Van Gogh right there. That's funny. Damn, this whole place got destroyed. How's he alright? The whole wall, wow. Damn. All the walls, the buildings around it got knocked out. Look at that. Oh no. A Russian father of all bombs. Powerful non-nuclear weapon. Here goes. Shockwave. Damn. A Rue explosion shown in Manhattan, one of the most powerful non-nuclear explosions on record. 2750 tons of the substance. Oh! Oh no. Not a nuke. They're gonna drop a nuke, aren't they? Oh, the little boy. It's the atom bomb used in the bombing of the Japanese city of Hiroshima. This is the actual Hiroshima bomb. Oh, man. Oh, man. Drop it on the same playground. Intercontinental ballistic missile. Huh. It contains 3 thermonuclear warheads that can impact at different locations. So it's basically a space nuke. Wow. A triple nuke. scary. Scary shit. The Tsar Bomba. Thermonuclear aerial bomb, the most powerful nuclear weapon ever created and tested. It was parachuted? Wow, that's very different. I mean, if it's parachuted, this probably has high potential to be intercepted then. Oh, never mind. It explodes high up. It's an aerial explosion way high up. Okay, never mind. Oh, no. Wow, look at that. Whoa. Wow. Wow. It says over 5 million, over 6 million, over 7 million casualties. Up to now, the most was 700,000. They're saying this bomb, the Tsar Bomba, is the most devastating nuclear bomb created. And it can kill 7 million people with one blast. Whoa. It's just insane. What made humans think to create this shit? Like, I get it. Oh, it's deterrent. No, but if you have it, just simply creating it makes it possible to be used, you know? Scary shit. You gotta hope we never come to this level of nuclear war, man. Because we'll just wipe each other. Everyone will be dead. Creepy shit. I know. When you think about this kind of stuff, it's very creepy. Alright, next video.
Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to another exciting edition of Trick or Treat.
Boundary Break Silent Hill 2 Remake, oh yeah?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of an ongoing series where we basically take the camera anywhere we want to try to find secrets, new discoveries to some of our favorite games. And of course, we gotta talk about Silent Hill 2 Remake. Already covered the original on this channel once before, but today I'm gonna be covering the remake thanks to the Unreal Engine Unlocker that was once made by Franz Booma, so thank you, sir, for that. We're gonna find some unused content as well as seeing the town of Silent Hill without fog, which is kind of fun. And there might be a little bit of developer technique here and there along the way. So if you're super excited to see the big old differences between the original game and the remake in terms of boundary breaking, today is your day. So let's get right on to it.
Great music. Love the soundtrack.
So this first one you may have heard of. The internet could not wait to break this out. It was the Silent Hill Ranch sign. Now, the whole backstory behind this is that there was once an HD collection on the Xbox 360 and PS3, and they redid all the textures for the game, and as a result, the Silent Hill Ranch sign was in Comic Sans for that version of the game. It was lambasted for that.
The Comic Sans in the HD.
And naturally, the folks at Bloober Team definitely didn't want to make the same mistake twice, or did they? Because the sign that you see normally in-game is that nice Silent Hill Ranch sign that is very similar, if not duplicated, from the original game. But if you go inside the ranch itself, you can find another sign that has the Comic Sans as a reference to that version of Silent Hill 2. Now, this one's kind of wild. So, fans have always had a theory about Mary being in the trunk of James's car. I believe it was also sort of mentioned in extended media. Forgive me for not knowing that one entirely. But if you take the camera inside the back of the car, you can see that there's a blanket back there. And of course, fans go absolutely wild thinking that, yo, there it is, there's Mary's body, but it's kind of flat. And it's kind of interesting to notice that it's flat, because if you take the camera underneath the environment, there's a similar blanket that seems to jettison outward more than the original blanket, maybe indicating that there would be something actually underneath the blanket. But even weirder than that, if you go further down, there's definitely a protruding blanket that would no doubt give you the indication that Mary's body is underneath that blanket.
Wow.
So this could be content that could be unlocked in some way. It also just could be unused content. Maybe they didn't want to make it super obvious that Mary's body is in the back seat of James's car. Here's a weird one for you. After you get out of the hospital with Maria, you can get to this neighborhood and you can find that inside this house is a green ladder. Now, it should be mentioned that going through all the different houses and all the different areas, and even going underneath the environments in a lot of cases, you don't find fringe objects like this. So to find this ladder is a bit odd. Later on in the game, you can get to Heaven's Night, and there's a lost and found bin, and in it, there is a photograph that is obscured by a wallet. Now, if you take the camera past the wallet and look at the photo in full, you can see that the developers actually went for the trouble of crossing out the character's face, seeing as it was a real woman's face, clearly, that was used for the photo. So whoever went through that, congratulations, your identity still remains unknown. That's good for you, knowing how the internet is. And now we're going to talk about today's sponsor, Nico Dorico.
No, we're not. We were enjoying the video. Why do we got to talk about this?
And here in the remake, there is something to see here as well. Taking the camera over here will show you that there are large hills, and you would expect to see trees, grass, that sort of thing. But one of the things you would never be able to see is that over to the right here, there is an image of a building. And as far as I can tell, this is the only building off in this background, so it's unique in that way. Also over to the right, there is that road that James can go down, but of course the game stops you. If I try to take the camera over there, it also just turns the screen completely black, which is surprising. So instead, I'm looking at it from this angle and zooming in on it just to kind of show you what's over there. Obviously, the road just sort of ends suddenly. There's also a couple of flat textures for the trees, as well as some fully modeled trees. Back to the area of the Silent Hill Ranch, if you take the camera over near the ranch, there's a scarecrow out in the field. Now, the cool thing about getting close up to this scarecrow, you can see that his head is a pumpkin with a bucket on top of it, but also his shirt is a straight jacket.
A straight jacket.
Which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
People also wanted to know, of course, about the body in front of the TV screen. This was covered in the original episode of Boundary Break, and it was discovered that it was just another model of James. But this one, is that also the case? Well, it's kind of interesting. So his shoes clearly indicate that he has the exact same shoes as James. Taking the camera underneath the blanket will show you that he has like blood splatter around his lips that sort of turned white for whatever reason. He has no eyeballs, but his nose structure, I believe, is the same as James. And so I do think that in some shape or form, this is just another James model.
There's basically all the dead bodies in Silent Hill that are human are supposed to be James. Like, remember, you see Eddie has killed everyone with a handgun? It's supposed to all be James's bodies that are dead. Like, that's supposed to be representative of his hell of Silent Hill, is that everyone dying there is kind of
Now we're going to talk about something that I always get super excited for. It's dev cubes. Look, I know that we occasionally see a dev cube in just about any game that I cover, but you have to understand, I'm pilfering through these games for hours on end. And if I can only find one dev cube out of a sea of hours and hours of content, that means that dev cube is pretty significant. And like I said, of all the places I looked in Silent Hill 2, this is the only dev cube I was able to find. And this was found just outside of the hospital as you finish that chapter of the game. What does this dev cube do? We don't know yet. If anybody ever finds out and wants to leave it in the comment section, I will gladly pin that in the future. Next up, inside of the Historical Society building.
See, this is great. I'm serious. This is a kind of video I would probably enjoy watching fully if we had a long form react show. But I'm not going to watch the whole thing now. We'll watch maybe another minute or two of it, and we'll go on to the next video. But imagine it's October. It's Halloween month, and I announce, hey, for Halloween month, we're going to do a long-form boundary break of Silent Hill 2. We're going to enjoy seeing all the things that are outside of the realms of the game, right? That'd be amazing. But that's what you can't do on a clip show. Let's watch one or two more.
The place where you see the Pyramid Head painting for the first time. If you take the camera inside of this wall, there's a square space that has a door frame that seems to go unused. This door frame outline is not shown on the opposite side of where it's placed, and so it's possible that it was used at one point but then covered up later in development. Here we go. We got a different perspective of Maria getting stabbed in the back with Pyramid Head. So it looks like in the original choreography, the actor playing Pyramid Head was supposed to actually be in frame and stab Maria in the back But it seems that goes completely unused, as even though you could see the animation of his arm extending outward to stab her, he's out of view. He's not even close to being lined up properly with Maria. So the actor then walks off screen through
that's
the
funny.
wall. You can see that the actor was basically just kind of leaving the scene, essentially. And it's after that point that the spear finally goes through Maria's back. So, some of you with a keen eye might have noticed that in the apartment scene of the game, there is this silhouette of a person through this window on the outdoor
see
area. Now, if we take the camera through that window, you're not going to find a person on the other end of it. Sadly, it seems to just be a texture, but weirdly enough, there is a lamp that's placed right behind this image, and it's possibly being used to illuminate the window, because it's not actually attached to anything in this room, which ends up being, by the way, the room that has the radio that's attached to the ceiling. So now you know where the silhouette's actually coming from, and you can also see that sadly there's nobody there to stand in that place to create that image. Okay, now we're going to talk about fog for a little bit.
Okay, that's good. I like the video, and again, perhaps moving forward with the new format of the show after it ends in a couple of weeks, this would be the kind of longer form video I'd like to watch at length. I'm actually really enjoying myself, but we got to move on. We got to see more clips, right? Okay, let's continue. Wait a minute. It played the same video twice. That's pretty funny. Oh, wait a minute. No, you know what it did? It left the playlist. Yep. That was the last video in the playlist. Okay, let's go back and let's hit randomize. YouTube is stupid in that way. If it hits the final video of a playlist, then it just leaves the playlist for some reason. Incredibly stupid. Okay, get the fuck out of here so I can click the next video. Thanks. Origins of popular creepypastas. Okay, let's watch all of these. Ted the Caver. Ted the Caver was self-published as a series of blogs on a free Angel Fire website. The author was later revealed to be an American man named Ted Hedgeman. B was his friend Brad. Okay. The Rake. The Rake originated from 4chan's B-board in 2005. The thread was started by an anonymous user who said, "Hey B, let's make a new monster." The SCP Foundation. The actual origins of that's interesting. The SCP Foundation started in 4chan's X forum in 2007 with the SCP-173 post by Wesley Moto 42 Williams featuring Izumi Kato sculpture Untitled 2004. And Smile Dog. It's just a dog. It's just a husky smiling. They said that this image was the capability to drive those who see it to madness or the absolute worst of bad luck in their life. No, it's just a dog. It's just a cute husky. It's literally just a cute husky. Very cute. All right, let's have it play all the way, and then we'll pause. Jeff Killer. Jeff Killer's photo in a combination of two images. Creepypasta appeared in 2008. Mariana Mordegard. A creepypasta story created by an unknown author. The video and story began circulating in 2008. The Expression List. Here, I'm going to pause here. Hold on. Here we go. There's a picture of two student nurses and a waxwork dummy used for training. The picture was taken by photographer Lord Snowden in 1968. So what they're doing, they're showing you the real life things that turned into, I guess, creepypasta videos or whatever, right? Candle Cove. Created by Chris Straub, Candle Cove is a creepypasta story presented as a series of forum posts reminiscing about a creepy show. It's a fictional narrative designed to invoke nostalgia and dread. Red Mist. There's a tape that features an unaired episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, created by the person named Andrew Skinner. There are multiple versions that exist of the disturbing episode. So it's not real. Someone created it. Okay. Slender Man. Let's see. Supernatural character originated as a creepypasta internet meme created by Something Awful forum user Eric Knudsen, also known as Victor Surge, 2009. What's weird is that picture. I'm going to show you the picture. I don't see Slender Man in it. Do you? But here's the full Slender Man image. I don't see it, Slender Man in the picture. Maybe he is in there in the background somewhere, but I can't see it. Okay, Dream Man. Dream Man's origins are less defined, but emerged from various online forums discussing nightmares and sleep-related phenomena. Turned out it was a marketing ploy. Ben Drowned. The story originated on the 4chan board and is written as a series of posts detailing gameplay experiences with the cursed cartridge, blending the elements of gaming culture and horror. Psychosis. Created with online horror communities, Psychosis explores themes of psychological horror and extreme mental illness. The character's backstory and actions are fictional, designed to elicit fear and discomfort. The Russian sleep experiment. Creepypasta is a myth, but the image itself could not be found. It was also used in many scary videos. Cabin Getaway. X Blackwell, known for his romantic cabin getaway horror series, emerged from Reddit during a botched summoning ritual and won the No Sleep Writing Contest. What? He emerged from Reddit during a botched summoning ritual? What? Doesn't even make sense. Herobrine. Herobrine is an urban legend and creepypasta from the video game Minecraft, originating from an anonymous post on 4chan in 2010. Sonic.exe, also known as X, is the main antagonist of the original creepypasta by the same name, created by Sir JC the Hyena. Don't tell Chris Chan about that one. Abandoned by Disney. Heavily photoshopped photo of Mickey Mouse using many filters. Hilariously, it's just normal Mickey Mouse. Pen Pal. After a Kickstarter that raised over 1,000% of the goal, Dathan Uberbach was able to release, or Auerbach was able to release the revised and expanded version of his story in the novel Pen Pal. JC is the creator of Sonic EXA. Ownership is Astra. I don't know what that means. They have a version of that Squidward pick in an episode of Modern SpongeBob. Oh, did they? To freak people out? That's funny. Happy Appy. Don Tresty, a musician known for keyboards and synthesizers, created the music for Happy Appy after releasing a rare debut album, Hidalgo. Eilish Jack. Eilish Jack is a character known for his lack of eyes and gruesome acts, including the removal of organs from his victims. The character is a product of online horror fiction. Okay. Search and Rescue. This I've seen before, actually. Search and Rescue. Search and Rescue Woods is an 8-part creepypasta by Carrie Hammond, published by Reddit under the username Search and Rescue Woods. All it is supposed to be like a bunch of ladders and stairs in the middle of a forest. That makes no sense. So it's supposed to freak you out. Like, why are they there? Laughing Jack, created as Steve Eikens, mainly known as Snuff Bomb. Laughing Jack photo used on Villains Wiki and created by Snuff Bomb. Anansi's Goatman. The character blends African folklore and modern horror fiction. Oraska, written by Rebecca Bingle, and based on her short stories of the same name, which she published on Reddit under the pen name CK Walker. Siren Head. Siren Head? Oh, that's the end of the video. Created by Toronto-based illustrator Trevor Henderson in 2018. Siren Head is a tall, thin, and skeletal figure with a rotting skin and 2 sirens for a head. Now, I'm going to be honest, the only 2 I know about is Momo and the Backrooms. I've never heard of any of these other ones. So Momo is a meme-turned creepypasta character. Momo is a nickname given to a sculpture of a young woman with long black hair, large and bulging eyes. Yeah, except the sculpture was actually a bird woman. See that? I'd never seen that. I'd only seen the face. So it was supposed to be a bird woman hybrid mutant sculpture, and then everyone turned it into an internet meme. And then Backrooms, it's just a bunch of empty rooms, by the way. The concept of the Backrooms originated from a post on 4chan, drawing on the ideal of liminal spaces and the fear of being trapped in an endless repetitive environment. So is that what the Backrooms is supposed to be? Like, you're in a hotel or something and you find a bunch of empty back hallways, but they never end, and then you can never leave? I think that's what it's supposed to be, right? I've never played the Backrooms game, but I think that's what the meme is, or the creepypasta is. All right, that was pretty good. Obviously, that was pertinent for Halloween month. Thank you, thank you to whoever submitted that. Let's take a break. When we come back, we got about an hour left on the show. We'll have 2 more parts of the submissions tier videos here on DSP Reacts and DSP versus the Internet for the week. Thank you all for watching. What do you mean there's still more left? No, that's it. No, that's it. Forget to like and subscribe. That's it. That's the end of it. Yep. All right. That is it. I will see you more in the next part. Thanks, guys.